Okay. That'll do. Holy Christ. Hello everyone, I'm TG and this is your home for Garbage Gameplay. Today I'm taking a look at Jill. Now I haven't seen a Jill build in a very long time. So I asked myself, why is that? Well, it's because she's kind of a jack of all trades, master in none. She can do it all. She can use melee, she can use guns, explosives, you can equip her however you want, but she doesn't really excel at anything. So I was taking a look at her skills and I saw a lot of things focus on increasing crit damage. So I started wondering, just how critty can this woman get? So I'm going to show you the build and then a match I played using it, but before the match I'm also going to tell you some numbers that might not be what you expected. So to start things off with her Stars Armory, I'm going with the Samurai Edge, because though the rocket launcher is great for crowd control, the cooldown's just way too long, and the Hot Dogger's the fucking Hot Dogger. So the Samurai Edge, this thing has damage that's off the charts. You definitely want to use that. Next for her Evade, I'm using Alpha Team, and while you're not going to get the cooldown reduction, with Alpha Team what you are going to get is an increase to your damage and your crit chance every time you dodge. So that's very important for this build. Next for B&E Specialist, I go with Counter Surveillance, but this one's really up to you. It doesn't affect your damage in this build. So you can use Breakaway or you can use Master Key, but I like Counter Surveillance because I like to do as much damage to cameras as possible and increase Jill's overall utility. Now her last passive is very important. For Delta Force, you want to run Marksman, and the reason for this is Run and Gun is completely useless, as in this build we're actually not going to be firing while we're running very often, and Marksman is going to greatly increase your damage whenever the reticle is focused. You might be able to get away with Precision if you're facing a lot of hordes of zombies and you do need to move, but Marksman just nets you so much extra damage. So on to her equipment. Now since this is a very crit heavy build, we're going to go with Dog Tag, Long Barrel 2, and Hollow Point Rounds 3. Dog Tag and Long Barrel are going to give you a moderate and greatly increased chance to crit, as well as a little bit of extra regular damage if your aim is off, as mine often is. And Hollow Point Rounds 3 is going to make it so your crits do more damage. Now her last piece of equipment is up to you. It's anything that costs 1 because that's all we have left over. I like Modified Magazine 1 because I want to reload my gun as fast as possible and just keep on gunning. So that's Critical Damage Jill. But before we check out a match, I just want to get into the shitty gritty of critical damage values in relation to each gun in the game. So to start things off, the MUP, a head crit is going to net you 900 damage, and a head crit after a dodge will give you 1250 damage. You'll take out cameras in 10 shots and traps in 2. Next, the Quick Draw, which is oddly the most economical if you can master the single shot focused reticle. A head crit's going to get you 800 damage, and a head crit after a dodge will get you 1700, and you will also take out cameras in 10 and traps in 2. Next, the Matilda, head crit of 700, head crit after a dodge of 1300, cameras in 10, traps in 2. Then the Lightning Hawk, which is what you want to run as soon as you can. A head crit is going to give you 2100 damage, and a head crit after a dodge is going to give you 4000 damage. You'll take out cameras in 3 shots, traps in 1, and a Biocore in only 15. Lastly, and most importantly, the Samurai Edge. So a Samurai Edge head crit is kind of weird, because you're either going to do 2200 or 5400. I don't know what goes on with the values of that, but that's all you're going to see. And a headshot crit after a dodge is going to give you roughly 6400, but that can go up to 9000. Again, the Samurai Edge is a little weird. There's no real rhyme or reason to how it tabulates those numbers, but sometimes you just see massive damage. So with this bad boy, you're going to take out cameras in 4 shots, traps in 1, and cores in 15 as well. So that's that. We're going to take a look at a match now, and I hope you enjoy it because we do some major crit damage. So high enough Alex to have all our abilities, but our team's looking pretty sturdy. I'm gonna go ahead and buy Matilda, but I'm gonna hold on to my Mup because depending on the situation, the Mup actually does more single shot crit damage than the Matilda. The Matilda is quite weak, but we shall see. Yeah, rolling with Chicken Martin here, right? One thing about lickers is you always know they're there, so you can prepare. And fun fact, in case you didn't know with Jill, you can actually stun lock lickers with her basic melee attack. If you just aim at the ground and hold R2, you can just kick it and there's nothing that the licker can do. Now it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it keeps it from attacking. Oh my god, where did you come from? Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
So one thing to keep in mind with this build is if you're getting overwhelmed, especially if you're using a quick draw, don't be afraid to just unload your clip. Because if you take the time to just focus your reticle every single shot, you're actually going to end up doing less damage. So it's really situational. When you're going one-on-one or one-on-three, you can then take the time to focus your reticle and do bigger damage. But sometimes, especially against a controlled zombie, for Daniel, for example, you're going to want to just unload your clip. Because there's no way you're going to get a focused reticle shot off on him.
I'm surprised it took you that long to find. I made that one easy for you.
I'll just slide away from old Licky and get the hell out of
To
here.
get that, the relief, the soaring ecstasy.
So almost 6 minutes, pretty damn good. She is running mutation, which is always a pain in the ass. So thank God we got the Valerie here. Still gonna buy some blue herbs.
Healing spray deployed.
And yeah, I'll just stick with my Matilda. Went ahead and dropped the Mup because looks like she's bunching up her zombies. So the Mup's really lost its
Stand back,
effectiveness.
everyone. I'm a trained door unlocker.
I will crush
So Mighty Samurai Edge. Ah, it didn't stagger her the second time. What can you do?
I need the things that go in the bullet things. I need the bullet things.
Oh, Valerie.
I tremble in fear at your
So where is this bastard? Not in there.
the bliss of murder.
And again, a situation like that where someone's getting grabbed, don't worry about taking the time to focus your reticle. Just want to save them and save that 15 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the key.
It's so hot.
That's the first.
Oh, this damn mutation. Social distancing, guys. Oh, never liked that sound.
And hearts for the same purpose.
Come on, girl. Beautiful. So unfortunately my Samurai Edge was wasted on that first dealer, but it's almost up again. So we should be able to do some damage.
Apologize for the short interruption in your service.
There's no escape.
And that's the best time for them to take control, is when they're already falling.
Group up for healing.
Oh, see, now that's a kind Valerie.
Yet.
Even three of you can't take one of me down.
She must be running mixtapes.
Ready to go. Olé!
So I'm gonna go ahead and take old number 16 out. Hate that camera.
This strength, your fate is sealed.
And that's how you do that.
Let's not do that again.
Yep, that's about right.
You have the honor of being the first to witness the fruition.
So I'm just gonna Jill it out right now and fuck off from that whole situation, as there's nothing I can really do. Becca's over there, so she can probably kill it. Oh, and with a flamethrower, perfect. I wasn't standing that close. It's weird that I got infected. Alright, it's time for action. Oh, Tricky Dicky.
Aren't our eyes made to be torn out?
Come on, come on. Beautiful.
For the same purpose. This is quite unprecedented.
So good here.
Oh, got the Royal Guards here.
I only put this in to give you false hope.
Should I even bother with this one? No. So 5:30. Not quite as well as the first area, but I think we're still pretty good. So now we're gonna see some fun, because the Lightning Hawk is in the box, it's waiting for me to grab it, and we are just gonna rain some destruction down.
Fully charged.
Unfortunately, don't have many credits, so I'm gonna have to stop at the box after every biocore. But got my trusty samurai edge too.
With this strength, your fate is sealed.
Get off my Martin.
Oh man, that was close.
Alright, well, that took care of that. I can only assume that pissed Alex off. I hear that pitter-patter of the liquor. Okay. That hit, but I guess didn't want to. That's fine.
The soaring ecstasy of shedding another's blood.
Alright, I'll just use my kata against this thing. Now, if I dodge, you can see how much extra damage that does just with her melee attack.
Vandals, cease immediately. There's no escape for you now.
Target acquired.
We've been brewing something special for moments just such as these. Enjoy.
Alright, need some ammo, that's for sure. Oh, Yataveo on the elevator, bad call.
Can't hit me.
Nope, I don't think so, ma'am.
Soaring ecstasy of shedding another's blood.
See, now's the time to jump back into Yataveo.
Why are you still trying this? You will not not succeed.
Oh, and by the grace of the gods, the last one's right there. Just take care of these two first.
Aren't our eyes made to be torn out? Hearts for the same
Oh,
purpose.
thank you, sir. Hiya! Let's help Martin out. Ah, see, that's why you don't help him, Martin. He's completely self-sufficient.
My experiments are more important than your
Alright, let's just pick up some more ammo, and we should have this in the bag.
Ready.
I will hunt and destroy you.
Actually brings Becca closer to the exit, so... Thank you, I guess.
I will crush you.
7,000, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, sure, that's fair. Where did that Jester go? Oh, he's camouflaged, okay. I didn't know they re-camouflaged. Thought it was only a one-time deal. But now I know. And knowing is half the battle. Alright, double flash. It's like me and Martin just aren't on the same wavelength today.
Destroying your home is part of the test. Fear can blind
Okay.
you.
Well, let's just hope I hit something. Oh well. Well, that's that. That's critical damage Jill. Hell of a lot of fun. Some nice big crits. And it's sure to piss off Masterbinds. So, as always, I'm TG. If you like what you saw, you know what to do.
Is
If
that
not,
how you survived?
eh,
I must know.
keep it sleazy.